Yo.
That's a coffee topic.
Yeah.
Actually, let's bring that up. Okay, yes, it is National Coffee Day on this beautiful sunrise in
Yaquina Bay.
Yaquina Bay, Newport. We were just there 2 weeks ago.
Oh, in Newport?
Yes.
What'd you do there?
We went to see Ripley's Believe It or Not,
how was it?
the
I've never
Wax
seen it.
Museum.
Was it cool?
They have updated it for the first time in probably 40 years, literally.
Yeah?
Dolly Parton gone, Liza Minnelli gone, the MASH scene gone.
The MASH scene
They
is
had
gone?
a
That's his favorite
MASH
show.
all-time favorite show.
Yeah, kids don't know
we
MASH
still watch
anymore.
it every day.
So it's all new characters.
Like who?
It was Avengers, superheroes. Taylor Swift has like a Wax Museum singing thing.
So it was fun.
Beyonce.
How long did you spend in it? I'm curious, walking around the museum.
Probably, I mean, we have a little one who wanted to go back and see
like an
the
hour or
probably
45
minutes or
Okay,
something.
so it was worth the trip.
Yeah, I mean, it's, corny, but fun.
No, I've never been. I mean, they've been around.
It's right on the old bayfront.
Yeah.
We saw the sea lions, had crab, swam in the pool at the hotel.
Did you go to the Rogue Brewing restaurant? I'd like that place.
Yeah.
I do like the menu there. And the beers.
Yeah.
Rogue. Good job.
We never go to Newport anymore because it's farther.
It is.
down.
We go to
When I lived in
Newport a
McMinnville,
lot.
I went all the time to Lincoln City and Newport. Now we're at Seaside and Cannon Beach.
And it's because there's a bunch of hotels that have indoor swimming pools, and for the 4-year-old, if it's
absolutely.
raining or crummy, like that is a.
Oh, where'd you stay at? Was there? Did they have a nice
Embarcadero.
and a great indoor pool?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Because our daughter's the same. If we can go somewhere where they have a swimming pool, then that
sold.
will be first choice. Yeah.
Exactly.
Our topic this morning really has nothing to do with the coast. It has everything to do with coffee. It's National Coffee Day, and I say at first, so what of that? But it is an opportunity for you all to weigh in and let us know where is the best place in the area to get a cup of coffee. And this is, again, an opportunity to shout out all those little mom and pop shops.
Absolutely.
Those small businesses that could use a little kick, like a caffeinated kick.
Yeah.
So we're going to share some of your favorites here on the show this morning. Where are we starting here?
Troutdale.
Yeah.
Coffee Quest in Troutdale. This viewer says, excellent coffee, much better than any chain. And they also have the friendly people.
Gotta have the friendly barista.
Yeah.
Coffee Cabana in Rick Riol.
Oh, wow.
The best coffee and coffee dudes.
See, this is the best part. I love when we get those small towns and those small shops, so keep these coming, please. Next up, in Boring, Country Coffee. I've driven through that one. It's like a drive-through, much like the Dutch Bros.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And we would hit that on the way up to Mount Hood, kind of go out of the way a little bit.
We like to kind of take meandering drives. I'm going to go to Country Coffee in Boring.
Yeah, no,
Because
cool
I'm over in
staff,
Clackamas County now.
really upbeat. What else we have? Lovejoy Bakers in downtown Portland. They say coffee isn't their main thing, but the coffee is still great.
Oh, I bet with all the treats, that would be a delicious combo. Black Rock Coffee, a locally owned business. I do like Black Rock too.
And that's important to mention because you might think, oh, Black Rock, that's a chain, that's some kind of national endeavor, but it is locally owned by those franchisees.
You know why I love Black Rock? Because when we had that ice storm, I had my Blizzaks on the car and we were desperate for coffee because we didn't have electricity. And we went searching, and Starbucks was closed in our area, and I kept going and kept driving, and Black Rock, the gal was there. She made it in. I think she said like her brother brought her, and she opened that little stand, and I got my coffee.
All right.
My brother brought me.
Wow.
Like a rock, that
Like
Black
a
Rock
rock.
coffee.
Do we still have Chad?
That's a great
Dutch
question.
Bros?
Chad Dehart is our sunrise photographer this morning, filling in for the intrepid Eric Patterson. We just heard from our director.
I thought
Chad
that
is
was
no
like
longer
clear
director.
part of the point of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We had a guy
goodness.
at a coffee shop all morning long. The minute we start talking about it at length on Sunrise Extra, we send him away from the coffee.
Who's in charge here?
Hey, this is important to me personally. So my buddy Terry owns a coffee shop, and he says to all of his homies, I'm on his homie list, I can have a free cup of coffee today. So this is
He's on the homie list.
Get the free cup?
yes. So it's called Perfect Cup, and he just opened his first regular coffee walk-in. He's always had out in Gresham a little what do they call it, like a drive-through. But he's got a new one. This is by the 24-Hour Fitness in the Hollywood district, where you walk in and Perfect Cup.
Oh,
and
nice. I know where that is.
if you spot me there today, say, hey, Rod, if we hold hands when we go and will you give me a free cup too? And he probably
He's
will.
texting you right now.
He is. So anyway, so that's Perfect Cup in the Hollywood district. Give him my name.
All right.
And Terry should give you a free cup of coffee.
Oh my goodness.
This edition of Real-Time Texting with Rod Hill is brought to you by Folgers.
I love
Veronica
everyone
Gaston,
Right.
I know she
Yes.
says, my go-to drink outside my home, Dutch Bros. She gets the Chai Golden Eagle Extra Hot with whip and a blue straw.
Earlier, Brenda, that same Veronica Gaston, right? Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Veronica Gaston says, good morning, everyone. She says she's drinking her Folgers right now. She says, but the best part of waking up is spending time with everyone here.
That's very sweet.
Very sweet.
You took that jingle, you turned it into something special.
The coffee obsession.
You don't?
I mean,
an
I
addiction,
guess I
is
do
what it
get
is.
it. I'm
Right,
just not
that's what happens.
with it.
People
You
are
get a
obsessed with
headache.
it because
It's a
they're
need.
addicted to it.
Yeah, that is true,
You've
right?
tried coffee?
I just don't like the taste of it.
When do you think the first time you tried it? Like as a teenager?
Probably, yeah.
And right
like
then and
I
there,
can
you're like,
drink a latte because it has
Bunch of milk
sweet
in it.
stuff
Sugar.
and milk in it, yeah. But like a cup, my husband will just be like, taste this, and he makes French roast with cream and sugar, and I'm like, wow, I do not want it. I'm afraid it's going to give me a stomach ache because I'm prone to that.
Yes, you are. Your tummy
And
is
I'm
sensitive.
Do you have IBS?
Maybe.
Tomorrow at
TMI.
sunrise.
No, I
Extra?
don't.
What are you
But now
suffering
that I'm
from?
on this shift, I slowly dipped my toe in. They sell these little mini cans, and they're called double espresso.
Are they cold or you talking
It's
about?
cold, yeah. It's cold coffee. And for some reason, that
It's not
is
the same.
better to me,
Yeah.
or it tastes even better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never drink
What
coffee
about
until
you?
I
You're
got on the
not.
show.
You have a cup.
I don't drink. I will tell you this much. I would not enjoy a plain black cup of coffee, or even just black coffee with some sugar. I do like my cream, and ideally my flavored creamer.
Like, are you like a 1 cup person? That's it.
Yeah, in the morning I make it, that's kind of like the motivation. I always wake up and go, oh my gosh, I'm still doing this for a living. I can't believe it. And then I say, do I want to take the shower first or get the cup of coffee first? Because either one of those could serve as my motivation for getting the heck out of bed.
Yeah.
I'll often just go downstairs first, get the cup of coffee. I'm listening to my sports talk radio. But yeah, I do the K cup, a little bit of the creamer, and off we go.
Yeah.
I am a diehard black coffee drinker
You
every
bring
morning.
like a freaking huge
I
thermos.
joke that anything in it is pollution. It's like, why would you put any flavoring in a good, hot, steaming cup of black coffee? Now, I do like it. I remember the first time I ever tasted coffee. I was in a restaurant in LA, where I was born in that area, but my dad would have it, and he'd give me a little spoonful. I'd be like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I kind of like this." But I started drinking it when I was in high school.
Our daughter's starting to drink coffee. Natasha says she likes it. Natasha will be 15 in December, but she's just started in this calendar year to start winning some of Daddy's coffee or Mommy's coffee.
Yeah.
I think it's an old wives' tale, as they're sometimes known. We used to be told, my mom used to tell me that coffee would stunt my growth.
That's true.
That's true?
Well, should I stand up?
Gosh. There's all kinds of. It's gonna stain your teeth. It's bad
Right.
breath. It's gonna stunt your growth. It's gonna give you a bad stomach.
Well, it will stain your teeth. That much is true.
Yeah.
It will stain your teeth. But does it stunt? Is anyone, do I have to do the research right here and right now? Does anyone know? Have they read about that?
But I think also psychologically, like those reasons also played into me originally, like just putting it off and be like, I don't need it.
You don't wanna
and then
do
also I'm the
anything.
type of person of like, now I'm just realizing of, when you're sluggish or tired, like that can help you. I'm not a soda drinker or anything like that, but like the caffeine, I'm just now kind of, I used to be like, if I'm tired, I need to get more sleep. I need to like fix the root of the problem versus just take a hit of
Masking it.
Yeah, caffeine. And so I just
Interesting.
didn't.
I wonder where that saying comes from, by the way.
What?
Well, how
Stunt
did that
your
ever
growth?
become a saying? Because clearly it's not true, but stunts your growth. Like, don't you ever wonder where some of these old sayings come from?
look it up.
And that will be another edition of Sunrise Extra one
There you
morning.
go, old
Yeah,
wives'
who knows?
tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows why that started?
Where did it come from?
Joshua Madrid, good morning,
Joshua.
sir. Hope all are well. A few local favorites would be Albina Press,
Okay.
Barista, Case Study, and La Perlita. I'm a drip coffee or triple espresso kind of guy in the morning and love a coffee-infused old-fashioned at night. Oh, yeah.
Susan
During
Decker says,
the moody autumn season. I like your style, my friend.
I find it fascinating. A lot of people do the soda thing in lieu of coffee. Susan Decker says my coffee is Diet Coke. And I've worked with people over the years where they will have like 2 big 7-Eleven size super gulps of Diet Coke throughout the day. That's their thing.
So I found out where the myths start. It is a myth. It does not stunt your growth. The most common thought of where it came from is that caffeine may reduce bone mass or cause osteoporosis.
Uh-oh.
And so the common myth that caffeine stunts your growth came from a study completed decades ago that found a correlation between people who drink coffee and a lack of calcium, thus experiencing low bone density, blah, blah, blah.
True or false, though? Is that an old study that's been disproved?
Doesn't say.
I think it was just like a,
I have questions.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's not
I
related.
drink so much milk, though. I always assume
you
anything
do.
I do that it would be a deficit to my calcium is totally wiped away by all the milk I drink.
It
At
is
least
hard
that's
to
the
get
way
as
I-
much
drink a
calcium
lot
as
of
you
milk,
can
yeah.
get in a glass
so
of milk.
I'm never worried about my vitamin D. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Shirley Peck says Flying Cat Cafe in Richmond.
Nice.
And then I had one more. Suzanne Griffith says Lionheart in Beaverton.
What is Sanka? I've heard of that.
Sanka.
Is that a
Sanka.
type of coffee?
It was decaffeinated coffee, wasn't it?
Instant freeze-dried coffee.
Yep.
But I believe it's all decaffeinated. Like you can't
Yeah, I
get
think you're right.
caffeinated Sanka.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's just a brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
But
brand.
man, I haven't heard about that in years.
Came out the same day that Spam came out.
Casey Collins, you're speaking my language. He says 99 Saloon and Grill in Hazeldale, Cycletown Grind and Brew, even comes as Spanish. Spanish
I
coffee,
find
one
that-
of my
Oh, Brenda,
favorite
that
drinks.
is
So I know where that is. It's like an old saloon on Highway 99 Hazeldale. I would have no idea to stop in there that they have good coffee and good
now you know.
Spanish coffee, sounds like. So now I have something to do this afternoon.
There you go.
I do
Michael
li-
Garrison
yeah.
says, I think he means Bentleys. I think this is transposed letters, or it's Bentless.
I'm
I think
trying
it's
to find
Bentless.
that.
Somebody
Trying to
else,
find
Sheila
that
Speck, she says, I don't drink coffee either. I drink chai tea made with the
Yum.
powder only right now, pumpkin spice chai. I discovered chai tea late in life too, or maybe it just wasn't popular in America.
Is your life
I
about
like
to end?
it. It's
How do we know
tasty.
it's late in your life?
Well,
How do we know we're there?
soon to now, I don't know. But I do like chai.
I do too.
Yeah, it's
delicious.
Really good.
Can we take a look at some more of the comments? We just talked about this during the show and you guys have weighed in. Isaac's in Salem, best people and coffee in town. That sounds good. I try Isaac's. Mary R says a shout out to the ladies and the guys at Sherwood Dutch Bros. I live right across the street and that is my go-to place for coffee. Love their white chocolate mocha with caramel drizzle and whipped cream. Yum.
Wow.
Was
And then-
coffee supposed to be a dessert? It's kind of become a
become
dessert
that.
with all
you're
the
right.
stuff we
Definitely a treat for me.
Don't hate. My favorite coffee place is Silk Espresso in Gresham. They serve Stephen Smith iced tea on nitro, and it's wonderful.
Stephen
I'm not exactly sure I understand what that means.
Tea.
Stephen Smith is just the local Portland-made brand of teas.
Oh, interesting.
Those on, it's like pressurized under nitro, like Guinness, know, or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, got
but they
it,
do
got it,
cold
got
brew
it.
on nitro now.
Any Dutch Bros, but especially the one in Newburgh, Chai Golden Eagle Extra Hot. Oh, yeah. No, that was Veronica
Yeah.
Gaston that she's weighing in on the stream and on our text.
Multiple platforms.
He said, here's a question. When did you have your first cup of coffee? You were saying your daughter,
I
and
would
Brenda kind of weighed in. Yeah.
But-
He says, mine was 8 or 9 at my babysitter's house. We watched Guiding Light together that day, and I felt so grown up.
That's
a great
awesome.
You just painted a fantastic
That is
picture.
With your
fantastic.
babysitter. That
Yes.
is the most precious story, Josh.
Oh my
I bet you I
God.
was 40. If I had to guess,
Really?
I bet you I was 40. I never
Actually,
drank coffee
same.
until I started doing this morning shift. So it was kind of out of necessity. And now I really enjoy it, but my goodness,
Your
don't
first
do this at home.
cup?
I probably average 4 to 6 cups of coffee a day.
Wow.
You went from 0 to 4 to 6. That's
Well, but I have found, seriously, it was a couple weeks ago, I'm doing Sunrise, right? It's about 5:45 in the morning on our Sunrise show, and I'm like, my God, Rodney,
am
you
dying.
stink.
Yeah.
I was just I couldn't keep track of anything. I was fumbling all over my words, and then I realized, good grief, I haven't had a cup of coffee. So I had I downed like 3 cups of coffee, and by 6:15 that morning, I was good enough to go
You think it
national.
makes you more
It
like
does make you
on
focused.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, I cannot
is the
do
thing.
this show without coffee.
only because you were tired before, or like it actually makes you
That's what
concentrate
caffeine
more?
does. Yeah.
My mind
But I would
is
think it makes you
not-
kind of like
Well, you know
more
what? Some people
ADD.
do
I'm
respond
groggy.
that way, but it can also be something that helps you focus.
How do you
And
respond?
do you think that because Rod now drinks 4 to 6 cups a day,
why
his
he's
body now
crazy.
requires that so that he can be focused. Like someone who doesn't drink it can probably find that focus without it. But if you're now taking it regularly, that drug is sort of, your body's like, hey, where's that stuff?
Yeah, that's why you get those headaches.
So,
Quite fair.
like, I bring a big thermos, and I don't know what is even a serving considered, because everything in America is supersized.
That could be
8 ounces.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
so anymore.
I mean,
That
that
could be
is
3 cups
literally
of
what a
coffee.
serving is
Of
8
coffee?
ounces.
I'm going to say 3.
Of anything.
Like on the back of a package where it talks about serving size, and if it's a liquid,
No, in your
8
thermos,
ounces is the
I'm
standard
saying.
serving
Usually,
size?
yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying your thermos could be 3 cups.
Some
of
days
coffee.
I'll get through, like, this is actually pretty full. This is my second one. Some days I don't finish it, but I always fill up my little thermos. I make 6 cups in the morning, so that's a half a pot.
a lot.
And I put it in there.
And no
Sometimes
sugar.
Feel
I-
fine.
Some days I drink all of it. Some days I don't.
No cream.
Nope.
No
6
sugar.
cups.
I will say this: if you're interested in a product to add to your coffee, I've discovered some years ago it's made by I think it's like Nestle, but they make this. Oh gosh darn! Now Natural Bliss. That's what it called.
Oh, Natural Bliss. Yeah,
And it's a little more expensive, I will say, but I like the fact that when I read the ingredients on the back of this creamer, I can actually read all of them.
Good.
There's like some, other
that's
creamers
good.
have words I can't pronounce, but this one is literally like the vanilla flavored. It says milk, cream, vanilla, other natural flavors. Now I do wonder what the heck
that's
that
where they
other
get there.
natural
Yeah.
flavors part is.
Because natural can
Right,
be.
but still, I
yeah.
do like those 4 ingredients versus the 10 that are on some of the other creamers. Natural
Absolutely.
Bliss. I'm now doing a plug for them, but they're not paying for it. So you know.
Stanford Walker says chai is a Hindi word for tea.
Yes, so you're saying TT. TT.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I have to TT.
All right.
My daughter's really into Batman right now, and he has his utility belt, and she can't quite say it perfectly, and so she calls it tiddly belt. So it reminded me of that.
That is hilarious.
Batman's tiddly belt.
Oh boy. Sorry, Batman.
That's fantastic. I love Routes Coffee Bar in Vancouver, owned by a husband and wife team, Trisha and Jared Kilmer. Hey guys. Good morning. The best cup of Joe in the OC is hands down Coffee Rush. Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you,
Same
Christy.
to you.
Thank you, Christy.
Christy.
Favorite coffee shop, Posey's in Kenton, so North Portland area?
Posey's.
Posey's, sorry, thank you. Posey's in Kenton, delicious treats too, they say, from their very own in-house bakery.
Love that.
And then we've got the Dutch Bros between MLK and Grand. Yes, I know that Dutch Bros. It is always super crowded over there at MLK and Grand. Great coffee, great customer service. I mean, Dutch Bros, I think, that was one of the pillars that they were built on, is customer service. Those, the baristas in there are awake and they're ready to go, and they're there to brighten up your day.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh, ask it.
Spice things up. Have you guys ever driven through a Bikini barista stand?
Have you ever driven through?
Well, it's on the way to the golf course. Come on. Have I ever? I have, yeah.
Started to turn red.
Yeah.
You just started laughing. I knew that's why I was like,
But I mean, when I have when it's like I need a cup of coffee and that's the one. Like I don't not go because that's what's there.
Is that
if
what you
that's
say,
what's
you need a
there,
cup
then
of
I
coffee?
then I go.
You do.
Is that, are they in Vancouver?
They have
Shout 'em
several
out,
of them
Rod.
in Clark County.
shout them
Yeah.
out. What's it called?
There's one on the way to, I don't know, but there's actually the one I'm thinking of is not there anymore. But it used to be on the way to Camas Meadows Golf Course off of Fourth Plain, but they closed.
And honestly, though, if you're drinking 4 to 6 cups of coffee a day, I do think one of those cups should be poured by someone wearing a bikini.
That's right. He goes to see the girls and the girls.
Yeah.
Variety is the spice of life.
Now the bad thing is you do think like, well, I'm probably supposed to tip more than I normally do. You do think that.
No, well, you want to tip more than you normally do, or you think you're supposed
Because of
to?
this-
I think I'm
they're doing
supposed to
any
tip more than I normally would.
I don't think they're doing anything that requires you to tip extra.
Well, that's okay. I'll remember
You
that.
feel like
You've got to
tipping
have
extra,
like
you
the
certainly
heaters just pumping in those places in the winter,
Didn't we do
right?
a story one time on like one of those stands, the bikini coffee stand, that like lit on fire?
Is that
because
right?
it was like the dead of winter, and this
Oh, and they had a
young woman
heater
was
on?
dressed in barely nothing, and she had those
her
heaters
heater.
going, and it caught fire on something. And
Do they have the male version of that in Portland?
Oh, do you
Portland
think?
must.
No.
Yeah.
what would they
Come
call
on
that?
now.
A bikini barista and a.
But I didn't see that question coming.
What would they
I
be
still feel
in?
like it was-
Swim trunks?
No, but could they be in a Speedo?
Yeah.
See, if you're wearing like a hairnet to cook food, like the opposite of this is it's uncomfortable
Are they wearing a hair?
to me.
Can I
I'm
read?
just saying, like, there's a lot of body close to
Hot
food
liquid?
prepper. Yeah.
Let's
food
turn the
prep.
attention away from Rod. Let's put it
Yeah.
on our viewers. Have you gone through a Bikini barista coffee stand? And if so, which
What do
one
you
would you
think of 'em?
recommend?
Well,
Or
Jennifer
which one
Taft
would you
says,
recommend?
Jennifer Taft says, no shame in your coffee game, Rod.
She said, Rod,
And again, this
yeah.
is something I search out, but if it happens to be the one on the way that's right there, I
See,
won't.
Howard Wright.
I saw the same thing.
Beans
Donita.
and buns espresso.
That's funny.
And Girls Next Door espresso. Beans and buns.
That's the name of some of these?
Beans and
I
buns
need to look it up.
espresso.
Wow. all
Where
right.
is it? Where is it?
Okay.
Funny. Terry Hogan Camp says loved Kobos coffee.
yeah.
Rob Duvall, he says if you want to avoid Starbucks, two great places are Mother Lover
Mother lover?
and Seven Virtues. They make them two make a very good chai.
Oh, I found beans and buns,
They have
Howard.
pictures and everything.
Very creative
Oh,
logo, that Beans
wow.
and Buns coffee.
Okay.
see.
This is
What you got?
It's. I mean, this
well.
is like.
This is what's.
Is that a work computer?
Wow.
This is work, you guys.
Nina is pulling up soft
They're
porn at
looking
this point
good.
on the work computer.
100%. Well, they're not showing anything.
Real quick, because I don't think we've said her name in a while, and I love saying this name.
Tell me.
Susan Decker.
Susan?
Susan with two O's, Decker. She's saying if it was a male version of that bikini stand, she does not want to see the baristas in a Speedo, but how about just jean shorts?
This is.
There you go.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm turning to you.
That's
I don't
quite the
know why.
website. Nina. Quite the website.
I'm down with that.
I mean, this is jaw dropping.
Oh, it is
Jaw
not.
dropping in a.
They're all covered,
Yeah.
most of them.
Brenda.
like you're
Come on,
impressed
Brenda.
with their body of work.
I
sounds
just didn't
worse than it
know
is.
that was a thing to
Melissa,
that degree.
Melissa Getman, I like the name here.
It says bikini.
We gotta get off of
baristas.
this
What do you think
topic.
they're
Well,
doing?
those aren't
Go run.
bikinis.
We gotta get off of this
There's no
topic.
one swimming in those outfits.
Melissa Getman says, I also love going to Insomnia Coffee. I like the name. There's a couple locations around the Portland
sweating
area
now.
and also at the coast, Insomnia Coffee.
You are so prudish.
She is
Look
dri-
at you. You're sweating.
Brenda,
The weird thing
that
here, though,
was
she
1
drove herself to the
inch
point of
away
sweating.
from a strip club.
No one took you to that website.
Oh,
you took
boy.
yourself there.
Howard,
did all the
what
scrolling
did
on
you
your own.
do?
Now you're sweating about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Christy Shirk says, I like family-owned coffee shops, Lindsay's in Tillamook.
It's not buns and
I
brews.
bet you Buns and Brews is family owned. I bet you it is.
I've got a brain tattoo now from that
Look at her.
Instagrams. I know.
I'm going to fan Nina as you
too
say
hot.
goodbye.
It's probably my sweater
Say
dress.
goodbye.
Yeah, no, I think it was the girls.
Bid farewell to the viewers, please.
Goodbye.
Holy cow, that got awkward.